Hey, what's up guys? I hope everything is going well and that you are fit and healthy as always. Today I'm talking about something that you might not agree with, but it definitely helped me in the past and is still helping me today. And that is, we need to feel desperate. Now you're thinking, what do you mean, Roche? I can't understand what you mean by we need to feel desperate. I mean, desperateness is normally a bad thing, right? When someone is desperate, you're like, ooh, this guy's crazy, he's so desperate. Desperateness to me has a whole different meaning in a sense of progression, of moving forward, right? If I look back at the past and when I was down and out, literally back against the wall, desperate, okay? Desperate to get out of my hole, desperate of getting out of that job, desperate of getting out of the relationship, desperate of, being stuck in this body that I was not happy with. I was desperate, right? And it had to go that far. It had to go all the way to desperateness, right? For me to be like, I'll do anything to get out of this. I was super desperate. And what did I do? I went out and I tried everything. I did do anything that I could to move and to leave that place and to leave that relationship and to work on my body. It was hard work. It was sweat and tears and very, very much depressing, to be honest. But I went through that because I was desperate to get out of it. And then I did. I got the cover of Men's Health. I traveled to Cape Town. I traveled the world. I started my own business. All these beautiful things came from that utter desperateness that I felt. All right? Now, the same way in your life, whether anything that you tackle, and that's why I feel, yes, of course, when you're desperate of getting an ex back and stuff like that, that doesn't make sense. You obviously, I'm talking in context here. You need to be and feel desperately about something, Like you desperately need to succeed. That is the only way that you're going to get that. That's when you realize, that's when you, like I said, your back is going to be against the wall. Like if I, for instance, want to grow my business and I'm desperate to do that, I will do anything, obviously, in moderation, in a sense, like I won't go to the extreme and murder people, I'm not talking about that desperateness, but I'm talking about really pushing hard, like sacrificing some things like your happiness, time with family and friends, which is very hard because we love that, right? We never know when our family and friends are going to leave us. So we try and hang on to every single moment with them. And that is very precious and it's beautiful. But sometimes we need to give that some time away. We need to be desperate enough to say, oh, I just can't. I need to focus on this because this is what I want. You need to be desperate to get that. All right. Now, again, I said not many of you will agree with me. But in my life, and up until today still, I am desperate to get better and bettering myself and getting, like I was desperate of getting out of this apartment that I used to, not even an apartment, it was a little room. For those of you that are following me for quite a long time on social and also on YouTube, I lived in a little small room, dark room, right? And I was desperate to get out of there. And I did all sorts of things, and I eventually went on a TV show and I started acting and my modeling kicked off again and my business grew because I was just working non-stop in this little dark room. And now I have a little apartment, all right? And it's a beautiful apartment and there's nothing wrong with it. Just the way there was nothing wrong with the room, it was a roof over my head. But now I'm desperate to get out of this place. I want to get a bigger apartment with 2 bedrooms and 2 garages, and a second car. And then once I'm there, I'm probably gonna enjoy it for a while, and then I'm gonna be desperate to grow and be bigger, because you can only give back when your glass is full. All right. So if let's say someone asked me, hey Roche, do you have 10 grand that I could just could you sponsor that for charity or something? Honestly, at the moment, I just don't have that to give away. I don't have that, even if it's a really good cause, I just can't do it at the moment. But if I work really hard and I'm desperate to be successful and I get to the top, 10 grand is going to be nothing, right? I mean, for a good cause, you'll be like, sure, mate. And you write the check because it's something good and you've worked for it and you're proud of yourself. Like, oh, I'm so happy that I could do that. But up until then, you have to be here you have to work for yourself. You have to push for yourself. No one else is going to do it. You have to be desperate. Mate, I'm telling you, if you are not desperate to get out of where you are, whether it's changing your body, the relationship, your finances. I mean, finances is such a big thing. Oh, it's such a big thing. It's like literally like connected to our happiness these days, money. So if you are getting a certain amount a month, you need to be desperate. And I know most of us are. And then we are saying that, oh, I'm desperate, I'll do anything. But are you really willing to do anything in boundaries, of course, to get that money? Are you willing to sacrifice those 2 hours that you sit when you come home and watch TV? Are you willing to sacrifice that and use that 2 hours to do something else to make an extra income? Are you? Because if you're not, then you're not desperate. Then you're just throwing that word out like, oh, I'm just desperate, I'll do anything. So just think about that. I hope this opens your mind. I mean, that's why I make these videos. That's why I talk, because I'm just basically sharing my life and how I got to where I am now and how I will still move forward out of desperateness. And but you know what I mean. It's not that I'm thinking constantly, oh, it's just you have to sometimes have that feeling of desperateness. Otherwise, you're not going to have that fire underneath your butt to move. All right. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, subscribe. Also check out any of my other videos on mental health and just some advice that I give here on my YouTube channel. It's pretty cool. I think definitely you'd enjoy some of the videos. Some of them are very orthodox and like crazy out there, but I do feel like you'll find some value in that. So have a look at those and subscribe. Also comment down below if you have any questions for me regarding this topic or any of the others, if it's fitness related, nutrition or mental health, and we will then chat either down there or in the DMs on Instagram. You can follow me there as well, and yeah, can have a little conversation. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. We'll chat soon. Cheers.